Welcome. It's time for another Bitcoin update now that the analysis has panned out from my last YouTube video upload. So let's talk about where things are going to be heading next, most likely. And also, I want to talk about how I'm able to anticipate these moves right before they happen in real time, as I posted in my Discord before the pump, looking for the short squeeze here. And then after we had the initial drive, I talked about getting ready for the next large move up during this consolidation right here. So how do I keep anticipating right at the lows here before this short squeeze and right in this consolidation right before this large move up? How do I keep calling these things? So I want to show you guys a little bit into the analysis that I'm doing and how I anticipate these moves. And it's not just based on experience, it's based on indicators as well and my experience with the indicators. So I just want to get into that a little bit later in the video, but first let's get into a quick update of the daily time frame and talk about what I said in the last video and where I am standing as of right now. So last video, price was trading right here on this little pullback here on the daily, and my anticipation was that this is not done going up yet. I gave price targets of 38 to 40,000 in that last video without any major pullbacks, just expecting we're going to see very minimal pullback before heading straight to the upside. And one of the reasons for that was that the balance of power is just not ready, was not ready for a large correction. And we can look at many of these other drives to the upside and then compare the balance of power. And these don't top out looking like this with no bearish divergence, and we really want to see that this starts getting very small before we start anticipating a larger pullback. And that's why I'm still expecting this will continue higher towards 40K before we see one of these larger pullbacks first. And even if it gets up to 40, it doesn't mean we need to get one of these larger pullbacks, because this is going to have to set up properly first. So I will update it when that time comes, or if that time comes, but this is still, in my opinion, not ready for one of these larger pullbacks. And I'm still going to be anticipating that we keep going higher from here to around 40K as that next logical level without any real major pullbacks. And we can go down to some lower time frames now to confirm and show you what I'm looking at as far as expecting this to keep continuing higher. We can also note on the daily here before going down to lower time frame that the momentum is still just trending up very strongly. We don't see any signs that this is having any bearish divergence or slowing down at any base or any rate. We can say, though, however, that the balance of power is showing bearish divergence. So just something to note there. Doesn't mean that it's ready to come down yet. So I'm still going to be expecting we have at least one more push up before we get into a correction that's of a larger degree. Okay. So with that all said, let's get into the lower time frame analysis. So first we have the hourly. We had this drive up out of here as expected, and it just barely made it to 38, didn't quite make it to 38. So we haven't quite hit my initial target in last video. We got very close, but I'm still going to be anticipating that this actually continues straight to the upside out of here, with keeping in mind that we may come down for another leg to the downside to sweep below. But I don't think that's necessary. And let me tell you why I don't think it's necessary for us to come down any lower now. Let's go down to a lower time frame. So what happened on this push to the downside here is we cleared out and liquidated so many long positions that I think that it's enough. I think that is a big enough liquidation event to the downside, and that's exactly what this spike down is. It's trying to take out all the late longs, and it did a very good job, an incredible job of doing that. We can look back here and see, okay, we have not had a long liquidation event like this since way down here. So this one, giant spike up, it was the fake ETF news or something like that, but just like I said in this one, I anticipated we would continue higher. I'm anticipating the same thing. Look at that long liquidation event there. We haven't had another one of those since or until right now. So here's our long liquidation event, and I'm anticipating we're going to continue higher straight out of here. But I also don't want to discount the fact that this was an impulsive move to the downside. So we could see that this goes into a 3-wave sort of correction like this before going higher. Either way, the anticipation is higher. And I just want to be ready for this one if it does happen. Okay. So there's that possibility. And also remember, guys, I'm wrong all the time. Just because I've been right with all of my videos for the last couple of months doesn't mean that I'm wrong. That doesn't mean that I'm not wrong quite often. So trading is not about being right every time. I actually took a couple losses throughout this range trying to get into the best possible position. And then my winners made me, 10, 20 times more than my 2 losses. So the 2 winners I had throughout trying to buy the lows in here for this next move and also for this move, they were so much bigger than the losses. So I do take losses all the time, and you guys just need to practice proper risk management and make sure that your winners are bigger than your losses. It's not about winning all the time. It's okay to have a 50% win rate, all right? And also don't get overconfident just because my analysis has been very accurate the last couple of months, okay? So that's my anticipation right now. Just to keep things very simple, I'm expecting that prices are going to keep continuing higher out of here, and we are not going to be coming down. And the reason for that is that this move down flushed out so many longs sufficiently to the point where it shouldn't need to go much lower. I don't think there's a lot of fuel to go lower there. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Now, let's talk about how I anticipated in Twitter and in Discord. How did I actually anticipate this short squeeze right before it happened? And also this one here, right before our next move up? Well, let's take a look. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. So first of all, guys, it's an uptrend overall. So I'm only looking for buys. I'm looking for opportunities to be a buyer, a setup to be a buyer. What do we have here? Well, first, I saw an impulsive move up. Then I saw a 3-wave correction. Okay, so we have that. That is a very basic technical analysis. Impulsive move up, 3-wave corrective price action. Then we have bullish divergence. You can take a look at momentum indicators. See down here, bullish divergence on our momentum indicator right down here at the lows. So bullish divergence in an uptrend, discounted buying opportunity after an impulsive move, corrective price action, and let's also add in huge amount of shorts entering at the lows. Giant open interest spike in shorts, shorting the lows. So why was I so confident posting about it on Twitter and in Discord? Just look how perfect this setup is. It's amazing. We're in a perfect uptrend. Things are very strong. I mean, we've been in an uptrend for a couple months. And so I'm always looking for this exact opportunity, which is a pullback with bullish divergence. And you can add in the fact that impulsive move, corrective 3-wave correction, bullish divergence, and also huge amount of shorts piling in right at the lows. So that's how I was anticipating this short squeeze here before it happened. Next, why did I post after this spike up that as of now, just be ready for more consolidation, with the idea still being the next large move up is loading. Pullbacks are fine, not cause for concern right here during this consolidation, okay? And what do we have? We had a 3-wave correction. First of all, impulsive move up, 3-wave correction, right? We do have some shorts that are piling in here on this. And that's it, guys. It's not that complicated. In my experience, impulsive, corrective, follow through. That's what I'm always anticipating. That's my channel. I've been posting on my channel for a couple of years, and it's always been buying pullbacks in trends. It's an uptrend, trying to buy a pullback at the best possible price. We can use confluence of shorts piling in or whatever we want to do, but it's not even necessary to have that. It's just basic technical analysis and also experience. I've been trading for about 10 years now, so it's really a passion of mine. And yes, I've spent so many hours on the charts. So kind of being able to anticipate and feel these things as well without any indicators does for sure help and add to the confidence. But also practicing risk management sure does help. If you're taking too large of a position, it will cloud your judgment. Okay, so that's how I'm looking for these moves, how I'm anticipating these things, looking at this indicator as well. It's a free indicator, open interest flows, quantified tools. and also the Trade Pro TCI plus balance of power indicator. It's just a wave trend plus a balance of power. You can use them separately for free on TradingView. Or if you want this one, you can go to my Patreon and pay for it, but you don't need to. So I think that kind of covers it, talking about how I'm calling for these moves before they happen, and also how I've been so confident throughout all of this move, calling every pullback for a buy. Guys, trend trading, buying at a discount, getting in at a discount, bullish divergence, looking for corrective, looking for impulsive followed by corrective. It's all very simple. It's just you need to practice it and have the right mindset going into it, or you may cloud your judgment. But this is what I'm anticipating. Next move up, most likely scenario. Just keeping in mind, it's the possibility that we go into a 3-wave correction here. I definitely see it as a possibility before going higher. But the daily doesn't look ready for a big correction yet, so I'm going to be sticking to my bullish side here, okay? But that will wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like the video, comment down below for the YouTube algorithm so these videos can reach more people. These videos don't get very many views, so hopefully you guys can like and help it spread to more people. Thank you very much. Have a good day.